Huh? Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome. We are live. Welcome to episode. I think this is episode 4 of
I hope
Black,
so.
White, and some Gray, with of course Piggles di Gaijin, the mastermind behind this
Oh,
this
you're too
controlled
kind.
chaos. Yeah,
You're too kind.
Piggles, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm not feeling 100, but I couldn't miss this for the world, buddy. I
Indeed,
gotta be here.
indeed. Let's go to the comments before we dive in here tonight. Let's see who's here. Roz, always good to see you. Roz is sort of like the man of the hour because Roz has given us like our big topic to talk about tonight, of course, which we'll get to in a
Oh
second.
yeah.
So Roz, good to see you, bro. Sean, hey, what's up?
Where's the?
Wikipedia, Queen of
God,
Canada.
I'm not
That's
seeing
not
the
true.
thingamajiggy. Where's the bloody link? I'm not seeing my subscriptions. Did you unsubscribe from me or something? What did you do?
Well, if I didn't subscribe from you, what? What? I mean, the link
What?
is all sorts of tweeted and stuff, and you're tagged in it and everything.
Oh, I must be my computer. Never mind.
Wah, alas. But where was I? Oh yes, I was giving Wikipedia regal titles that aren't hers to claim. Roz. Lucas just got his battery for his camera, so he should be making some sweet videos from Philippines soon.
Oh, sweet ass.
And of course, we have Fox, the Kanto Kitsune. Always good to see you, man. You world traveler, you crusher of Mount Fuji. Yeah, thanks guys for taking the time to join the stream tonight. So before I mean, normally I think we do, right? Like the whole point of this is we want to talk about like interesting stories from Japan that have
Sean, bro.
happened.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I mean, we like to talk about stories in the news, right? But something I think we should talk about, given what both of us spend a lot of our free time doing, is I was talking to Raz Al Ghul, who, you know, many people in the Jvlogging community, of course, know who he is. He's the "Let's the Game Begins" guy. I just messed that up, whatever. But he and I became friends through YouTube, and we were talking the other day, and
He doesn't talk to me anymore, though. I don't know why.
you're just too beautiful for.
I know. Rest my boy, regardless.
But yeah. So he basically what he said is that he feels that maybe the Jvlogging community is getting a little bit lazy, and what he meant by that, as far as I can tell, not as far as I can tell, this is what he meant by it, is that it seems like a lot of us are more interested in shooting videos from our apartments instead of actually going out to show off Japan. And then also that maybe a lot of the bigger channels in particular have become sort of sellouts, right? So yeah, I mean, you have sort of already made a video response to this with the video you put out about the types of subscribers in the Jvlogging community today. But can you give us a version of your thoughts on both those things, both the sellout thing and the laziness thing?
Well, so this would be a much more raw version of what is in the video, clearly, because a live thing. Plus, my voice is not that good, so right now, so please forgive me if I'm not as velvety as I'm usually, and eloquent or articulate as the case may be. However, yeah, I put out a video yesterday about types of subscribers, and that last rant wasn't going to be in it until Charlie told me what was up. So I was like, okay. It started out as just talking, and then actually started getting like, I was getting like, oh my god, this is really, something. And as with everything in life and everything that that has potential for growth, there's going to be development, and people will evolve and styles will change, and some people may like it, some people may not. In some degree, from when I used to watch, well, I actually never watched Jvlogging before I came to Japan. Never watched anything up on YouTube about Japan. When I came to Japan, I met Shane, who was in my training group in the same company. And he told me about this. He said, you should do it, Dre. You're pretty funny and whatever. And your stories, I mean, your facial expressions alone would kill people. So, I mean, whatever. So I'm like, really? Okay, all right. So I said, like, okay, let me do this thing. Now, you have, and Victor always speaks about the first generation Jvlogger, second generation, and whatever going on. As technology has evolved, as the needs of persons evolve, as people grow older, there's certain things that they might want to see and not want to see. Now, it is a prerogative of every Jvlogger or YouTuber to put out content that they like, or content that they think needs to be information that needs to be disseminated to better, to, you know, just to let people, make people aware of certain things or whatever. Now, Jvlogging is unique because it's just about Japan, right?
Yeah.
And it was coined by Japan YouTubers. So technically, Jvlogging is just a fancy name for people who are in Japan that have a YouTube channel or who vlog or whatever you call it. Vlogging is a video blog, so it can be about any bloody thing. But Jvlogging is about video blogs in Japan. Okay? So in Japan means once you are in Japan, generally, you can be a Jvlogger. But then people say, well, if you're talking about Japanese things, you can be a Jvlogger outside of Japan. I totally get that. So now, the problem I have is that a lot of persons always say, hey, why don't you show me around XYZ and whatever? I said, well, if you check my channel, there are more videos of me walking up and down talking crap than videos of me sitting in my apartment. So if you want to see those videos, you're a new subscriber, you need to go and check some of the older videos, because that's all I did initially. Because, you know, I was new to Japan and people like to see through my eyes as a black male in Nagoya or Toyota or whatever. As I developed further into, as I grew more aware of certain things in Japan, I decided that I don't see a lot of people doing commentary, like serious, like YouTube funny commentary on issues that are in Japan. People do very informational videos, people do vlogging.
Right.
And maybe one or two people do skits. Very few. Jvlogging is you know, is so, not to be disrespectful to the community or anything, I think it's a very monotonous community. Meaning everyone, oh, I'm at Yakiniku, yeah, all right, I'm going, everything Japan. After a while, I get tired. So I said, hey, actually, Victor said to me, Andre, you know, you have a look, you have a nice look, you're pretty funny. I think you should kind of shift your focus to let people see your thoughts and opinions and everything. And I said, hey, it makes sense, because guess what? Nobody's watching the vlogging videos anyway, so might as well they watch me in my apartment talking about things in Japan and how it affects me, and I can tell stories or whatever. Now, not saying that I'm going to limit myself only to these type of videos, but you're going to see more of these because they are videos that I think have a niche. And if everybody has 50 people are doing Jvlogging, why does another person do Jvlogging? Someone can do this, they can do food. Food is already taken up. People can do fashion. So I mean, there's so many things to talk about in Japan. So to limit yourself to say, I need to walk around, oh, this is my temple, and I take a daily dump bath. Oh, okay, this is where I walk to go to school. And you want me to vlog that every day or every time with a video? Come on, guys. I think, yes, there's a standard that you're expected because, hey, I want to see Japan because I am not there. So I need you to show me, you know, how I live vicariously through you, sir. And if you don't do it, I'm going to unsubscribe. Well, you should, because I can't do everything that you, a subscriber, wants me to do. I can do some. And we can compromise. Okay, I will do a video about Natto next week. Oh, you should do this. Okay, I'll think about it. You know what I mean? So I like input and interaction. I don't mind. And Ras has a point. I mean, he likes those type of things. So, not a problem. The problem I have is when people say, hey, you are not a true blah, blah, blah because you're not. I mean, you can't say that. Well, you can say that, but I think it's an unfair statement to make.
Sure.
And if it is that you want us to go outside and walk and talk, I can go outside and do the same vlogs I do inside. But guess what? It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be freaking annoying. I can't control the environment outside. I can control the environment in my bedroom. So I say, okay, well guys, today we're gonna talk about why I hate Japan in the middle of the park with Japanese people walking across.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I can control the environment. So this is what I would do. Now, so the thing about selling out, that's just.
Well, I think actually we should maybe cut these into two parts here.
Okay.
You know, because I've held off on responding to this until tonight because I wanted to make sure that what I was saying was sort of unfiltered, I guess. Yeah, and as I think Roz can tell you, when Roz first put this to me, I felt like yeah, I think maybe that's true that we've become a little lazy. But then as I thought about it more, I think maybe I was just projecting, because I feel like I've become a lazier vlogger, to be honest. But you know, on my Facebook page, I put this out to the community, you know, and we had Al Kamedo who responded, Jake Knowlton responded, Man in Japan responded, Lisa Sometimes, Oren of Dance with Cranes responded, and I mean, for the most part, the comments, what they basically say is, look at like, and I'm trying to condense so many different thoughts into a couple things, but basically, the most popular thing is that at the end of the day, you should do YouTube in the way that makes YouTube fun for you. And I mean, this really strikes a chord for me, because this is what I've been saying for a long time, is I am so glad to have nearly 600 subscribers now. Like, I'm really great for that, but I'm never, regardless of what it is, I'm not going to stop making videos in the place that I want to make videos, in the environment, whatever, in the style that I want to make videos that makes me happy, because I'm not, the second I stop doing those things in the way I want to do that's when I quit YouTube. You know, and so, and I think, having said that, though, I understand the mentality too, where it's like, yeah, that is your channel and you should be able to do whatever you want with it, but at the same time, like, you know, I feel the same way to a degree about celebrities, you know, like, yeah, it sucks when people are constantly demanding things of you, if they are. And in my case, I don't feel like it's been too bad, but you know, we're putting ourselves on a stage, and when you do that, it signals in a way like, listen, I'm here to entertain you, which if YouTube is an entertainment platform, and so to some degree, I think it is okay to say, hey, look, I don't like the direction your videos are going, or I would like you to do more of X, Y, and Z. You know, but so how do you, what's the middle point? Like, how can I be happy? How can we be happy doing the things we want to do, doing the things that we think people need versus what people are saying they want? You know, I think it's about setting expectations. And Lisa had said something to the effect of, was like, listen, I'm not an expert. You know, I joined YouTube as something of like a social network, and so I'm making videos that are about my life. They aren't about Japan. Japan is sort of, you know, it's this ancillary sort of thing. And so you need to set the expectation, I think. You know, I don't know, I'm sort of tripping over myself, but yeah, you need to set the expectation. Like, the type of channel your channel is, it needs to, I hate to say you should pigeonhole yourself into like a genre, but that's not even the right word, but just to say that you need to manage your expectations, right? You need to manage what subscribers can reasonably expect of your channel.
Right.
And yeah, make it clear, like, this isn't who's that Australian guy, the japanchannel.com or whatever, right? Like, that's a channel that's about Japan, that happens to be hosted by a foreigner, right? Whereas I feel like my channel, Lisa's channel, your channel too, I think, is just their vlogging channels that happen to be set with a backdrop of Japan, you know? So, yeah, I hope that wasn't too ranty and that made sense, but, yeah, dude. Like,
Uh,
I don't know what else there
all
is to
right.
say about that,
Okay.
but
Well, the thing is, Charlie, and none of us are experts because clearly we don't have the number of views or the subs to be even discussing this topic with any level of authority. You know what I mean? But fun jokes aside, the thing is with things like this, there can always be suggestion. I know it's all about how you say things, Charlie, and the tone in which you address people. Now, a subscriber is not paying me as in. So if it was, for instance, my network, if I was in a network, for instance, Charlie, and network says, hey, I'm paying you to do this, so you need to do this. I understand that. It's an obligation. If you're in a network or you've signed a contract to do something, then these are the things that you need to do twice a month, twice a week, whatever that stipulates, right? Now,
yeah,
when you're doing something and say, okay, I'll try to upload videos as frequently as possible, every whatever, whatever. It's about my life in. Remember, most of us, that started this vlogging thing recently, we said, sorry, in most of our
no, no,
videos or in our in our starting, we're recording about our lives, experiences, and happenings in Japan. Our lives, our lifestyles are the most important thing to us, and we say and we're sharing that with you, our experiences. So if someone's experience is living in a shocking Leo palace and talking, that is their experience. You understand me?
right? Yeah, yeah,
If it's someone that likes to take nature walks all the time, like you, Charlie, you walk and talk, that's Charlie's channel. Like Lisa, I love pizza and I love Tokyo. I'm near to Tokyo, so I'm going to show you coming from Tokyo and what I do in and around Tokyo. That's Lisa's channel. Then you have the bigger channels that basically have to feed people information about Japan and different things that are happening in Japan. So like Rachel and June, Charlotte in Japan, those people have to provide a particular service, which is give information in a nice, short, concise way that people can eat up and get everything. Right? Victor, on the other hand, he just puts out whatever he wants because he's been here for a long time and he can do his laundry videos and he does this and he has his show, whatever. So they're different types. That's all I'm saying. Variety is the spice of life. So if you don't like someone's content, don't watch it.
yeah, and I
It's simple as
yeah,
that.
yeah, and I think yeah, I mean, it is sort of that. I mean, this is what Wikipedia is saying in the comments to a degree too, is that like, you know, maybe like how much of a right should people really have to demand types of content when they're not putting into like that for me, like that's part of one of the big reasons why I'm not out like shooting in restaurants.
Mm,
One, there is sort of like an awkwardness thing where like I live here and I don't want to be like I don't want to draw any more attention to myself than I already do, right? So there's
mm.
that, but also there's the money factor, right? Like people, I mean, are you going to replace like the 5 meals in my kitchen that I just put into like that one making that one video at like yakiniku? But having said that, and to play devil's advocate a little bit here, I
Oh, I like that. I like that.
yeah,
That's one of my
I
subscribers.
mean, I, again, I do sort of go back to almost there is kind of like a social contract here, right? Like if the only thing I was interested in was putting out was sort of recording my thoughts and sort of recording my opinions and airing these things for the sake of my own sanity, I would buy a journal, right? And in fact, I
Yeah.
have a number of journals, but there is something different to writing a vlog, to having a social media account, to having a YouTube account. I think
Right.
that you are to a certain degree agreeing to this sort of push and pull, right? And so I'm a little wary of pulling back too hard on my end of that arrangement. Um, you know what I mean? So
Sometimes, Charlie, you just gotta say what somebody famous said. F the haters, bruh. Sometimes. You can't say it
yeah,
all the time.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know, and I definitely agree with that. But I'm just
Mm.
saying I think there there is like something to that. The people have a right to feel slightly entitled, but you know.
Slightly, bro.
Yeah.
If they're paid, no, listen. We're not Netflix. They're not paying to see us. This is free, as Hickey says, right? So I mean, hey, I have no problem with you suggesting, but as I said, child, it's all about the tone and what they mean and how they do
I
things.
definitely agree with that. Yeah.
So I know you see, all right. The thing is too, you see subscribers that comment very often and interact with me very often, Charlie. I will listen to them more than someone that comes up on one video. Oh my god, I hate your videos. Why don't you do more of this? I said, okay, moving on, troll, because that's what you are. To me. If it's someone like, let's say, instance, let's say, Barringer or Ben Duncan or Hickey or Pose, hey Dre, you know what? I like the last video, but you know, maybe you should. I listen to them more. Even although Raz doesn't comment on my videos anymore. I see you, Raz. I'm joking, right? But um, yeah. I mean, those people I can listen to. And you guys will message me and say, "Hey, Dre, you know, I like that, but I didn't like this." I said, "Okay, fine. I'm gonna work on it." You know what I mean? But it's all about how you send the message, bro. Communication is a two-way street. So if you come to me like, "Yo, you're a lazy motherfucker, black monkey guy," so guess what? You're a monkey, and therefore you have to listen to me. Okay, I am the supremest blacker monkey, and you know what I mean. Sorry, I don't know where I went with that. That was really awfully bad anecdote. But what I really want to say, Charlie, is that just be reasonable. And we are humans. I don't think people understand that we're people too. We have lives. We have bills to pay, and especially the ones that have YouTube as a career. I feel for them the most because they don't have lives. They have to be constantly filming stuff to make ends meet.
Right. Well, I think, I mean, let's address Blue-Eyed Sin White's comment here.
Yeah,
Because this is something I was thinking about too. I mean,
smart boy, smart. Yeah,
there's, you know, I mean, there's not an investment of money, but again, like this is sort of like this idea of like this contract I'm talking about. Like you're putting out videos, like, right? And yeah, you're doing it for free, but maybe you're saying, okay, the exchange here is you're giving me your time, and regardless of whether it's rude or not, your feedback, right? Like these are things, again, we're by not just like keeping these things to a journal, you know what I mean? I feel like that's the price of doing business, you know. But to a certain extent, again, which again, it is about tone, and it is about approach. Like Blue-Eyed Sin has commented on some of my stuff before, and you know, I mean, I've never wanted to be like, hey, listen, you can go elsewhere. And 99% of my subscribers who do comment, even if they have said something that was critical, it was constructive, and I think that's key. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like in my mind, I want to make sure I'm not equating my argument here to any sort of like victim blaming type thing. But
Right.
you know, so I'm trying to choose my words especially carefully here. But it's like,
Yeah, because English is a mother of a language, boy.
yeah, you know, but it's like it being on YouTube or doing anything on the internet is effectively like
opening yourself up to
yeah, I
scrutiny.
mean, you're hopping into the Florida Keys wearing a blood suit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, buddy. And there are hunger sharks that haven't eaten for days.
yeah. So yeah, and I you know, I don't want to belabor the point, but yeah, but
Okay.
I agree with you 100%. Blue-Eyed Sin, space.
Yeah. Investing time. I got it.
Yeah.
And time is money, and therefore money is the root of all evil. So therefore, time is the root of all evil.
Well, there you go.
If you square that, then you get woman. Never mind. I want you to go into that. Anyway,
Let's
Charlie, buddy.
yeah, let's dive into
News.
the second problem here, right? The
Oh,
charge.
second problem. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the charge that in particular some of the bigger channels have become sellouts.
What do you mean by sellouts? I need them to define what they mean by sellout.
I didn't get the definition, but since
Yeah, I need people to tell me what they mean by sellout. So anybody come up to me on a delay. So can you tell me what do you mean by a bigger channel being a sellout? If you can just tell us, so we can answer the question properly, and thus won't be having people be misunderstood.
Well, look at before we even get the definition that was meant from the comments. I just want to say that I feel like 99.9 repeating decimal points percent of the
Mhm.
time, the sellout thing doesn't really hold water for me, because often what that means is suddenly you're able to make a living off of what you're putting a lot of effort into, or something, your passion, or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be.
Okay.
But but yeah, actually, I think Jess just really defined it really well for me. But
Yeah.
I want to broaden that definition and say it's not just catering to your fans, it's catering to a brand, it's catering to something. It's about integrity. So if you can sponsor a product, if you can make a sponsored video, or you can make videos that simultaneously make your viewers happy without damaging your integrity, then I think the
Man.
sellout thing is bullshit. Um, but it is about integrity, and it does happen where people suddenly change because they're making
Money.
money and stuff like that. But that's not a vlogging thing. That's just,
A people thing.
yeah, that's a people thing.
So
So
is it that if I do videos like, for instance, I was like, hey, I hate Japan, and all of a sudden, you know why I love Japan? I love Japan because of this phone by AU. It's a brilliant phone. But what if I say, hey, you know what? I don't like Japan, but guess what? This phone makes it a bit easier. You know what I like about this phone? I get honeys, homie. This phone, if I still be myself in advertising a product, but not like an advertisement, but a product, basically plugs, basically. Then. If I do plugs, is that, would you call me a sellout? If I said, hey, look at this vitamin C, what I have a sore throat, and boy, I don't know what I'll do without this. It's like sucking on lemons and honey, sucking on lemons and honey. You get it? Because lemons and honey sucking make your voice sound sweet. Yeah. So I
continue.
don't know. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and I think I understand too, like, as a viewer though, and I have watched videos recently, very recently, where I have seen like products product placement in like every video, and I have had moments where I'm like, oh, what the hell, like, I'm not here to watch like a commercial, like that's why I have ad block, which whatever. But at the same time, I understand, like, when these people have given up their jobs to focus on YouTube 100% of the time, like, you know maybe you got to do what you got to do. But
Maybe if it's a thing that if you apparently, I think YouTube wanted people to start putting like sponsored video in their title or some crap that I heard back in the day. But if, for instance, I usually, let's say, everybody knows I love gyudon. I'm freaking Matsuya comes to me and say, hey, Andre, can you do a video about gyudon? I
right.
am going to say yes because I eat gyudon almost, I want to say every day because that would be really bad. That's why I'm so fat. Anyway, I eat gyudon almost 3 times a week religiously, at the least 3 times a week. You get me? It's cheap, it's easy. I live 5 minutes away from the nearest store. I eat that stuff up like there is no tomorrow. And if I do a video about it, that's it because I love it and I believe in the product. No, if you're doing something like, oh my god, look at this. This is the best wine in the world. It is called Japan wine. And it is the best because it's made in Japan with the hands of samurais and geishas and ninjas, all mythical creatures. So therefore, it is anime good. Ooh, don't you love wine? But
Do
you
you
don't drink
realize
wine.
how much money? Do you realize how much money you would make off that brand if you came up with that brand right now?
I need to. I need to patent it immediately before someone steals the idea.
Do it immediately, man. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. There again, I don't know. I don't know. Because actually, yeah, I mean, I have a similar thing. Like, probably not every day, but probably 5 or 6 times a week, I buy like a bottle of Koo, like the delicious apple juice from the vending machines. And I have one of the things I've just started randomly saying to like one of my coworkers is like, be sure to drink your Q, or not your Q, your Coop. But and I thought maybe that would be fun to work into my videos, is like that could be like a tagline sort of thing, right? But then I did worry about like this eventual, ultimately impossible probably problem where like I would have to like deal with the issue of product placement or marketing or supposedly being a sellout, even if it is something that you really like or it doesn't sacrifice integrity. But the problem is too, is that to go back to what Victor has said a number of times, like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if your integrity is intact, like when haters are involved, because or any kind of detractor, because who knows what preserves your integrity, right? I mean, at the end of the day, the only person who really knows is you, right? But yeah. Okay, so yeah, Roz has given us a definition here. Those people who make videos which they got no interest in, but they know they got those. Okay, so you're talking about the Ryan Boundless effect, I feel like.
But I was like, you calling names, bro? Wow, you're calling names, bro?
I mean, I think particularly that last video about the sandwiches was,
that was such
clearly
trash.
designed. That was clearly designed just to get a shit ton of views. So I think that is definitely pretty sellouty.
Oh well, at least this is on your channel, Charlie. So let me just create more havoc on this right now. Listen, I have never watched a Ryan Bonus video because I'm lying. I saw one. Why not to cheat in Japan, and why Japan? His titles are so sensationalist, and when you get to the video, you're like, okay, this is alright. I don't know. He strikes me as someone who just basically is trying to manipulate the system as best as possible. That's what he strikes me as. And sometimes in trying to manipulate, he flip-flops so much that, you know, who the hell goes, oh my god, I just bought a sandwich at a convenience. If it's so expensive at a convenience, why didn't you bloody well go to a supermarket? You know what I mean? These sort of things. Some things are more expensive in a convenience store. He has been here for 15 gazillion years. It's not like he just, Charlie, if he came here last week, Charlie, and made a video, I would understand. He has been here almost as long as Victor. I don't even know how long he's been here, but he looks like he's been here at least as long as Victor.
But
why now make a video about a sandwich and you've been eating it for years? You know why you're going to die of hunger? Because this small sandwich won't give you your calorie intake. Buy 2 sandwiches, dimwit.
I mean, I should include my own disclaimer. I don't watch Ryan Boundless's channel. His content is not for me. So we'll leave it at that.
Just call it the RB. Call it the RB.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't watch enough of his videos to sort of, cast him out entirely, because I like I said, his message, just his feel of his channel is just not for me, and that's fine. But like, yeah, I mean, there are very clearly things, and his channel and in this community is not the only person to do it in this community, outside of this community, where you design things to get you a shit ton of views very quickly and generate revenue, right? And I mean, he commented on that video like, time to troll some weeaboos, right? Like, that was the comment he made. So I mean, he knew very well what he was doing. So yeah. Hello.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I'm what's it called? Nampasta. Nampa. With Hiki. But Hiki is not taking me on. Hold on.
Hickey. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Have you said what you feel you need to say about this? I don't wanna beat the dead horse, so to speak.
Okay. So all I'm saying is, as in the video, which is in the video, here's the thing. As I said, I really don't care what people want to do. I mean, it's their channel. I mean, if it's a thing that, be honest, if you started doing videos about sushi all the time, and then you switch to gyudon, people are going to be outraged. Oh my God, the sushi man has changed the gyudon. But they get over it. So, but in terms of if in terms of being paid, man, if you need to get that paper, Charlie, I say get that paper because at the end of the day, these subscribers or followers are not going to help you if you fall into debt, if you can't pay your loan, if you die of hunger, they won't even buy the little sandwich at 7-Eleven. Okay, so I mean, do you, bro? Do what you gotta do to make that money and to make yourself happy. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't mean, oh my God, I have to do this. If you're doing something that you enjoy and you get paid for it, then it's not work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of people still in this life are projecting their own failures and their own inability to do stuff. And because you're able to do a lot of things that they want to do themselves, there's a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of envy, and sometimes you have to take what they say with a grain of salt. And I saw a comment earlier, Alchemina saying I was articulate today, which means I'm not articulate any other time. I just choose not to, because if I was to be the true affable character that I am, I'd use the cornucopia. Never mind. I'll say this: when it comes to serious topics, I can be serious, and I'm just usually a goofy guy, and it doesn't make sense. I come and okay, well today I'd like to speak to you guys about the story. You know, it doesn't make sense. That's not me. I'm a fun guy. I like making people laugh, and if they don't laugh, then I feel sad. That's when I really feel sad. If you tell me, Andre, your videos suck and you can't sing, I'll jump off the top of my Leopard's building right now because that's the only thing I'm insecure about. Well, three things, but I won't say that one. Right. So let's get into some happy news or bad news, Charlie. Oh, I will start off. Charlie, the Yakuza are breaking up. There's going to be World War IV in Japan next week.
I saw that things are kind of heating up, right?
Oh my God! They're going to kill all foreign people. We need to get out like tonight. I don't have enough money to buy a ticket all the way to Jamaica, but I can go to South Korea.
I mean, yeah.
I
don't know what to say. Yeah, dude. So wait a minute. Okay, I was distracted by responding to the comments here. So did they announce that there's gonna be a purge of foreign folk?
No. I'm just adding things together.
Oh, okay. You're editorializing a little bit.
Yeah.
I see. Fair enough. You heard it here first, folks. The Gaijin slaughter will come next week. So, oh man, Dude Jericho just got here too. Sorry about that.
Oh, Dude Jericho! I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, he's in Tokyo.
Doing what?
I mean, he's in the comments. He's visiting Japan. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. But
that guy I haven't seen in like at least 3 months. Oh my God, Dude Jericho, how are you, boo? Miss you, Drake. Drake is here. He was over with Meek Mill. That's why I didn't see him. He was, beefing with Meek Mill. So Drake is now back. Dude Jericho, homie. Well, run into the 6 with my woes.
Well, moving on from Yakuza Apocalypse. I guess we should hit this one next after like our slightly dour conversation of the state of the Jvlogging community and whatnot. Okay. First, there are a number of ridiculous things released for anime fanboys and or girls. Not. How dare you, Lucas? Oh no, he was talking about John. Okay, but anyway, released this week. One of the really strange things that was released was the giant ass, and I mean that literally, the giant ass mouse pads of like anime girls, where the asses are like these pillows of like hand comfort, I guess, but it's just like, that was the first thing that made me go, why? But the other thing that irks me a lot more for you anime fans out there, if you're a really big fan of Sword Art Online, you can now get a talking Asuna app for your smartphone from Sony. However, you do need to be able to speak Japanese to understand what she's saying to you. But I don't know. How do you feel about the full immersion in the anime loving?
Anime loving
I don't mean like anime loving like this. I mean like anime like immersing yourself in like your anime crushes through these sort of things, I guess.
Oh, to the dating apps, to the apps.
No, not yeah, like these kind of apps where like you can effectively have conversations with anime characters.
Are you kidding me? What the fuck is that? Why do you want to know that? Well, I mean, there are clearly a lot of losers here. Sorry, I'm not going to say losers. What I'm going to say is there are clearly a lot of people that need love in Japan and are willing to go through extra lengths to find that love. And that was clearly evident with that guy that said Pikachu and pull a girl down to your crotch and she'll fall in love with you.
Oh
Whatever
yeah,
that
that
guy's
guy.
name. Yeah, the French
That
guy.
guy. Yeah,
That guy.
Julian LeBlanc.
That
Was
name
it
that
LeBlanc?
shall not be Julian LeBlanc because he's been blanked by Japan. I'll be here all week. Anyway, so I mean, I guess if that's what you're into, bro, there's so many fetishes in the world right now that everyone has his own vice,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
so.
I'm not gonna fetish shame people, but
Did you download the app? Did you download the app? Try. That's the question.
no, see, because I really like this character, but not in like the creepy I want to talk to her and like
Hmm.
imagine our life together way, but just because she's a really great character that got screwed in the second half of the series. And so like I don't want to like engage in ruining her further, pretty much.
Poor guy. Well, if that's your thing, bro, that's your thing. I mean, I'm not into anime like y'all. Sorry, I like to watch, but I'm not like, oh my god, I had a crush. Oh my god, oh my god, did he just not? Did he just kill
You
him?
you've never had a crush on like an animated character?
Not in anime. Everybody had a crush on that girl from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
What? Oh, right, Jessica Rabbit. Yeah.
Everyone had a crush on her,
Oh, for sure.
and was just gonna be the one in the Droopy movies. I'm so sleepy. That hot big Boston lady that was always Droopy's love interest. She was hot as hell.
I don't know her name, sadly.
Yeah, but
But I
that's
mean,
about it.
so
I've
you've,
never.
I mean, but you can understand at least, right? Like, I mean, you can understand where people are coming from to an
No,
extent.
I don't. No, I was a child when I was into those things. So.
Okay, well, I mean, so recently you've never had like a crush on like an anime character or a animated
No,
character like that.
only women I can't get together with, which I won't see on this channel right now. Right? Yeah.
Appreciate that. But yeah, I now that I think about it though, I haven't my brother, by the way, my brother's here in the comments. So if I say some bullshit right now, he's gonna set me straight. But I'm wondering, I don't think I've had like a super crush on like an anime character or any animated character in a while. I hope not. I don't know. Starfire. Yeah, Starfire was definitely one. That's true. Just it made me a lesbian. Oh my god. Jess, you need to put that on a shirt, by the way. Put it on a shirt, sell it. Do it. Please. Yo, Gadget. Yeah, dude, I had a major crush on Gadget when I was a kid. That's for sure. Contensai Masa, what's up?
I think
Okay, but what about video game characters? Characters that you actually have like a role in interacting with.
everyone loved Lara Croft. Please, come on. That's everyone loved Lara Croft from Tomb Raider because we knew it was who. Oh, when that girl Angelina Jolie played her. Oh dear Jesus! Wow.
No, dude, like I mean, I don't want to oversell myself here and say that I'm immune to the proverbial eye candy. But Lara Croft, no man, she doesn't do it for me.
What? Who?
Yeah.
Take that back. Take that back. I'm leaving the stream right now.
I'm just saying well, more recently she's interesting, I guess.
E-
But I mean before
Bye
she was
bye.
just like she
Bye.
was dick candy. She was dick
Dick
candy, like in PlayStation. In the early PlayStation days, she was dick candy, man. And now she's more interesting. They're giving her actual character.
Hmm. I don't
Max,
care.
yo, Hickey, Max's girlfriend from like the Goofy movie, you know what I'm talking about. His girlfriend, he's interested. I had a crush on her,
Yes,
and I
yes, she
felt
was
really weird
handsome.
about it because she's like a dog, you know.
Hmm.
I do have a guy crush on
Hmm.
Nathan Drake, but I also have a crush on Elena from the Uncharted games because she's like, I don't know,
A guy crush? What's that?
you know,
A guy.
yeah, like a I don't know, like a I don't even know why we need to label anything. I think Nathan Drake is an interesting character, but he's also sort of a cardboard cutout as far as characters go. I have to admit that. But
Uh-huh.
uh, but yeah, man, I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong. Like Lara Croft, I understand why I'm meant to like buy games that feature her. I'm the demographic for that, but like, she's just not like. She's just yeah, Hickey. Eye candy is generalized. Dick candy is penis havers only, more specifically. But I mean, like, there's nothing for me in Lara Croft. Like, she's just new Lara Croft. I may revise that statement, but I'm saying, like, generally speaking, if there's not some kind of wit there, if there's not some kind of intellectual challenge, then there's no point in me even bothering. It bores me. It bores me
Okay.
to death.
All right.
Yeah.
How's dating in Japan going? Because
Uh,
clearly the wit is. Never mind. Let me not
no,
say
I mean
anything.
it was good. Yeah, the girl I was seeing for a while, she's very smart, really cool to talk to. Also very annoying to talk to when things started, when we were butt heads because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
fighting
That's too smart.
fighting with smart, but smart fighting with smart people is also like a major kind of turn on in a way.
I'm sure it does.
And
I
I
have
mean
no time.
I mean that in both like the romantic sense and the platonic sense. It's exhilarating to argue with intelligent people.
Mm. Princess Peach is hot. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, Rams.
Hey man, you do you. You do you. Anyway, maybe we've spent enough time on dissecting our love or lack of love, I guess, in your case,
Thank you.
for animated characters. Went down the rabbit hole. Rabbit hole. Yeah. What do you got over there? P to the Eagles,
Eat
piglet
to
of
the.
piglet of 100 Acre Woods.
Oh, wow. Nice. Nice. I don't want to do anything that. Wait, wait. I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about this before. Nantaka. Okay. Oh, by the way, Netflix has launched in Japan, like legit launch.
Yeah, we
On
know you sold out to them and they sponsored your latest video.
what?
Yeah, the Netflix emblem was visible on your TV the entire time.
Entire video. Yeah, because I didn't want to shut up. I
No,
was.
no, no. I know. I'm just
I know, but
busting your huevos.
I'm going to do the next video pretty soon. It's called Netflix in Japan, Japan style. It's like Netflix and gyudon or Netflix and yakitori. It's not Netflix and chill. It's got to be some Japanese.
Yeah, dude, maybe
Net-
maybe Netflix will help like the birth problem, right? Like Netflix and chill
yeah, yeah,
will send things up. That's how you solve Japan's birth crisis. Netflix and chill.
yeah, but nothing needs Leo Palace's boy, because I'm telling you. Oh, there's not much room. I want to get a couch, like a mini couch, because where my TV is right there. So I can't even relax and I have to sit in a chair. So if I
All
can
right.
get a beanie
All,
bag,
all I will say is that you will be okay.
ha! No, I know what you're saying, buddy, because you're. I want to. Hey, who is your Jvlog crush? I want to ask that question. Do you have a Jvlog crush?
Uh, yes, I have uncomfortable feelings that I need to resolve. For Jake Naughton.
Oh
No,
my God,
no, but
you
yeah,
bastard!
actually, I have that's regularly the strain of our jokes. But Jvlogging crush. I guess I have to think about it, don't I?
Wow, that's really bad.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not terribly unusual in that I have like kind of a crush on Charla. Like that's pretty normal, right?
Standard.
But
That's
this is
standard.
like, yeah, but it's also like smart ass little brother. No, but I mean, it's a crush in as far as I can have like a crush on anybody, only knowing them through like the internet, right? But
Mm.
um, I'm a little embarrassed to say this. I think I have a little bit of a Jvlogging crush on Wikipedia a little bit. Wikipedia, Charla, and who would be the third one? There's definitely a third one. Rachel, of course. Because Rachel, thank you for the minor chord for the background of that. But Rachel has like the like intelligent thing going on. Can you? Okay, Andre, foul, party foul. Put that away. Put that away. Put that away. Yeah. So those are the three I would say. What about you? What about you?
Well. That's why I asked first. 'Cause I tell you nothing. Oh, we're running out of time, guys. We only have 10 minutes left, so let's move on. I'm kidding.
I realize you're long-winded, but I think even you can fit in an answer in 10 minutes.
Well, you see, everyone knows. Everyone knows my crushes already. Apparently, people, in Jamaica, people used to call me, think I'm a slut. I don't know why, but anyway, we'll move on from that. Let me just give you a background to Audrey Cunningham. So apparently, when I had my first girlfriend, which was at 15, like 16, she said she didn't want to get involved with me because she thought I had so many girlfriends and I was a player. I'm like, what would give you that impression? She's like, well, you're so sociable and you make people laugh so easily, and you just have this confidence about you. And I just thought that, so I'm like, fast forward 50 million years later, I'm single now, and even my ex still wants me, and she's married. Anyway, moving on to that. I'm not gonna get into that. No. So in terms of crushes, it's a long list, so let me get it out. I've written it right here. It's I use this in my class. It's a long list.
Oh my God, dude! I thought you had it like pre-written down, and I wasn't sure if like that was creepy or not. But okay, but you're writing it down now. All right, I'm glad we.
Like what it is business. Well, legit knows already. Charlotte, definitely. Everyone knows Charlotte. But I really crushed. I don't know bad. I crushed on Charlotte. My second video, I went out with Shane. No, my first club was with Shane, and we went out and I had my guitar with me, and I played All of Me and used Charlotte's name somewhere in between. I don't know what happened. I dedicated the song to Charlotte on the video, and she's like, "Oh my God!" And whatever. I was like, "Oh my God!" She actually said, "Oh my God!" on the video. I'm like, "Oh my God!" I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. Yeah, but I met her, and then I met her at the Hanami party, and I was like the total fanboy, but I had to play it cool. I had my braids. I'm a big bear. I was like, "Hey, let's take a picture." To the picture, and I was like looking at it for like 10 minutes. So look at that. Oh my God, this girl is so hot. Anyways, she would be into me anyway because I'm black and whatever. Moving on. I'm joking. Not the black part, but yeah, none of that. So there was Charlotte. Then there's there's so many. There's so many. Wow. Charlotte. Clearly Rachel, but Rachel is my homie. Like homie. Kaz is hot as the devil's balls themselves. Kaz is hot, brother. Yeah, Kaz. Nantaka was Kaz. Kaz. Everybody knows Hiki. Hiki. Posey. Posey's my boo right now. She breaks my heart every time. Hiki Peter broke it first, but it's okay. There is Nantaka. There's some people you guys don't even know. What's that girl's name? Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say today. We have after part 2 for my list because 11:54 I have to do the wrap up and the tie-in and all that. I didn't want to take too long. Yeah.
So are we earmarking that then for not earmarking? Are we dog earing that for the beginning of the next stream next week then?
Yeah, we can do that. Like, we
Piggles
can do
part
it top.
2.
Pickles part 2, the top 5 crushes, guys and girls. If you have guy crushes, well, you always have guy crushes. Who would you next we should say who would you date in Jvlogging and why? I need some controversy, man. I need something to spruce up this place.
I can't really answer that, can I? I mean, I don't really know people.
Yeah, all right, Charlie. What the hell ever, man. What the hell ever. You're just too intelligent for me, right? I just need you to tell me who.
But you want me to, like, I can't just date somebody because they have like a cute cheek dimple or something, you know what I mean? Are you alive? Andre's just lost in his thought.
No, I looked in the comments. They said basically there are so many ladies in Jvlogging that y'all don't even know. That's not all the ladies. Come on, guys. There's so many more.
Yeah, there are lots of ladies.
There's a girl that stabs people in their back, but we don't want to talk about that. Oh, sorry. Is that oops.
Controversy?
Whoa.
I think I've invited enough hate to this channel. If you cannot go down that road,
okay.
We have enough hate from this video, I think. I think we've reached the quota.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week, though, when we're on your channel, you can flame whoever you want, and I will support you.
Yo, we flame these things. Oh, Tokyo is gonna be fun, buddy.
Yes.
Can't wait to see you.
Yes.
I'm gonna stay by my boo, legit.
We're gonna hug. We're gonna hug.
Yeah, we're gonna hug it out, chest to chest, like real men.
Do one of these. Do one of these. You know the.
Yeah. So nipples touch, causing crazy kinetic energy, rupture, blah blah, static, blah.
What's going on here? Oh man, welcome to Wonderland, everybody. Piggles is late. He's late for a very important date. Yeah. All right. Well, let's. We've got time to do. Got time to do one more topic here. Let's talk about Fukushima because we haven't had enough negativity in our lives for tonight. I don't know if you've been following like oh, that's true too. Emily's pretty cool. But as far as like I know of her again from the YouTubes. But
see, I didn't name half of the girls. I deliberately didn't name half of the girls.
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of them. But yeah, so Fukushima, like there have been like a number of stories where like things are growing really, really weird. Like the pine trees are growing like double pine trees and the flowers are growing weird. The mushrooms are growing weird. So things are really strange. But then there's a report that was recently published that said that despite all these things, Fukushima-related cancers in the area are not likely to rise, which I think is kind of interesting, given that it's showing so many problems as far as the rest of the ecology in the area goes.
Yeah, because they don't want to cause a panic, Charlie. Why would you say that it's going to rise to cause panic? A lot of cancers in Japan is not reported, you know. Remember, they have a very poor reporting system. So I mean, other things are not reported. So if they would say, like, for instance, oh my God, they record the stuff they want to record, so that the amount of tourists that come in, the amount of foreigners that come to the island, they report that. But the amount of people that have died from cancer, probably, because remember this country is all about feel good. Although they're not Nantuka, they don't like bad news. So they rather not speak about it, basically. If you understand what I mean. So like cancer, AIDS, I've never heard anybody in Japan have AIDS, and I'm sure people have had AIDS in Japan. I'm not asking. You know
no,
what I mean?
I saw a story not too long ago actually where there was like a problem with AIDS rates going up here. Not AIDS necessarily, but HIV at least. Yes. Yes. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you. I definitely.
Baby.
And this is basically been the response to that report is like, right, well, maybe they aren't going to develop cancer as children, but they're definitely going to have problems when they're like young adults or you know,
they probably get some big ass dicks. That would be a problem.
Right. And on that note, I think yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up Black, White, and some gray. Some gray? Is it? A little bit of gray? Some gray? I don't know the name of our show. For this week. Next week, of course, we will be over on Piggles di Gaijin's channel, so please check that out.
Yeah, we're just gonna stay. We're just gonna stay on Thursday. I can't bother with the back and forth. This is annoying as shit.
Yeah. So I guess
Thursday at 11.
Yeah. So then we don't have to go up against Hiko and be steamrolled mercilessly.
Yeah. Thursday at 11, guys. So thanks for coming out. We love you.
Yeah, guys. Thanks a lot. Always appreciate your time and the feedback. And yes. See you next week.
Is there after show for like 10 minutes? Because dude, we haven't seen dude in forever.
Dude's not in the comments. I was just saying he's in Tokyo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he going to the party?
That I don't know. But we can discuss that out of stream, eh?
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
See you guys later. Thanks again. See you next week.
Bye. Look at my hair. It's going long.
Cheers.
You're still live.